Hi, everyone. Super excited to be here, and thank you that you're joining us on a Sunday afternoon. So before I go, I just want to say, Puya, can you hear me well? Everything good? And you can see the slide?
All
Great,
good.
great.
Yes.
And I really would like to have this session that we could have some interaction, we could talk, so there will be some learning. So if you have possibility, please turn on your camera so we can see you and talk to you as well. So before I go to this session, I would like to get some understanding. Who are we in this group? How many are you have already ACC, or you are in the journey of ACC? Maybe preparing for PCC, you have already PCC, or you just started your coaching journey, please add in the chat. So if you are ACC or PCC, or yeah, where you are, or just new. Have people preparing for PCC, super nice. Planning for PCC. Wow, PCC done, well done, Sunny. ACC and PCC, nice, nice. So we are a mix of group. So great, great. So now we join this session to see. I'm just curious to know, when you say, what is your expectation after obtaining PCC? You can add to the chat. So if in this journey, so it's okay, I want to get my PCC certification. What is your expectation? What do you want to get from that? If anyone wants to open the microphone, just feel free. I don't see if anyone raise hand. So I'm thinking like this, putting time, effort, you should have some idea, why do I want to get PCC? Robbie?
I currently work for a coaching platform, not making great money at all, and I would like to get my PCC because I'm told that I could probably make better money on better paying platforms.
Get better money? Yeah, sure, good. In the chat we have to be a better coach. Yeah, super nice. Yeah, absolutely, make a bigger impact. Anyone else?
Hi everyone, I'm Nawal from Kuwait. For me, I'm studying now BCC and I want to know more about coaching. So the ACC is limited. I need to know more about the coaching and the PCC. Thank you.
To have more information, to know more, what is PCC coaching in professional level? Thank you. Anyone else who would like to share?
Basis is saying to be a better coach.
To be a better coach. Absolutely. And I think like most of us, if I look like what is the motivation? So most of us is we are coach. We want to make impact. So we want to really do this as we have in the chat, be a better coach, make a better impact for our clients. I love that. Personal development. When you become a peace coach, doesn't matter which level, but the more you go deep, it is really a journey for ourselves. Like every time I have a coaching or mentoring, it's really new learning for my own personal development. We had it in the beginning, Robbie said, financial reward. Of course, if you can make better impact, more clients come to you. You get a better income. Of course, you can make more revenue and autonomy. You can decide with which client you want to work or not. So those are just some small, but it's really for me personally, there is a big difference when you go deeper. This is about really like satisfaction of myself and my client. So all of you, you're coaches, so you know this definition. I don't want to go so deep in this, but it's about partnering. So it's not, regardless if I am ACC, PCC, MCC, we are in the same level. We partner together. We want the best result for both of us. And I love this creative process. Coaching is not checklist. It's not I follow model A or model B and then, no, it's creative. All of us are different. Our clients are different. So it's really about thinking and say, in this particular scenario, in this particular session, how should I be to inspire that they get the best potential? You notice that based on ICF, there are 8 core competencies, and all of them have some, you can say, sub-competencies. We have the foundation, we have the co-creation, the relationship, we have the communicating effectively, and then it's about grow. It's about learning. And today I'm not going to talk about all of them, but I pick some of them that I am going to go more deeply to see what is the difference in ACC level compared with PCC level. In the total picture, in the bigger picture, you can see ACC is about what? So client coming with the problem, issue, goal, and we as a coach help them to get to what they want to. But when we go to PCC, it's not about that specific topic. It's about the who. It's about really client self-discovery, about new learning. It's about new awareness. When you really go deeper, it's not you're going to solve that specific topic. So at the end, client will know something, learn something that can use it for all other things as well. So it's about, again, self-discovery. In ICE, Puya said a bit in the beginning, we use what we call 3 W's model. The first W is about what. As we said, it's about the topic, the issue, the goal. The second one, it's about who. As I said in the beginning, we all are different. Who, it's about our beliefs, our values, what we think, what will stop us, what drive us. And the second one, or the third one, it's about where, the context, the environment. So when we go deeper, we put all those 3. So when what and who and where sit together, it's really when we can make the biggest impact. So with this said, I want to go to the first one, or indeed competency number 3. It's establish and maintain agreement. I love this. I love, like, every time I have this competency with, or I have the mentoring, I really like talk about this. Everyone knows this, about the pin. And I say, this is the pin. Can anyone say, why do I use the metaphor of the pin, like a pin of GPS?
Maybe accuracy and of a common starting point and place that you're at.
Absolutely.
Between coach and client.
Absolutely. Anyone else? Thank you, Mary. When you decide to go somewhere, and if you use GPS, what is it that you are doing exactly? If you want to
Kate is
order
saying-
taxi, you want to go.
You're navigating from where you are now to where you want to get to. So it's meeting a client where they're at
Exactly.
and taking them where they want to get to.
Great. Where you are now and where you want to go. Puya, what did you say? You wanted to say something.
And I was just saying that that Kate has written, you don't know where you want to go if you don't know where you are.
Exactly. You notice you have to know the present. Where are you now? And where you want to go. For me, if you don't put the pin exactly which neighborhood, which street, which address, which number, you can go around, you can have lots of fun, you can go explore lots of things, but at the end, you don't go to that exact destination that you are looking for. So this really about putting exactly, finding what is it exactly you want to achieve, where you are now. And if you don't put the pin, look, I can say that even if you have all other competencies, but you don't get to the deepest, you don't go to, even if you get to action, even if you go do all other things, but it is not exactly what clients needs. So this is super important. So I said we use what, who, and where. For me, I make a model that I call it times. So first of all, it's about the topic. Partner with the client. So I don't say to client where you should do. The client is not many times. Client coming with they know the agenda, they know the topic, but they don't know exactly what they want to go. So it's about partnering together by asking right questions to really find and identify what they want to accomplish in this session. And here I mark it, identify or reconfirm. Anyone has idea why do I say reconfirm? Just guess, it doesn't need to be.
Just to check reassurance because of that you're both on the one page, because the client is processing when talking to you and they might not be certain that the first thing they say is actually the full story.
Yeah, absolutely, to check. Thank you, Mary. Anyone else? Do we have anything in the chat, Priya?
Yeah, Kate is saying you're checking basically their commitment and that you know that you are understanding them correctly.
So to check, are we in the same page? Or we have a clear understanding where we are going together?
And Riva is saying sometimes they're not sure of what they mean themselves, and having them repeat it confirms it for them.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that you want to do this. Is it correct? So when they hear it, yeah, exactly. And many times when you go deeper, you maybe the pin change a bit. So I came to this session to learn about how I can get better in communication. But when you get deeper, it feels about, I have issue with my manager. It is not just about communication in general. It's about my communication with my manager and maybe some frustration that I have with him or her. So then me as a coach, it feels that you are talking about this specific. Is it what we want to focus on? We reconfirm, yeah. it is about my communication with my manager. Kate said, giving space for the client to actually to be heard. Definitely, absolutely. So identify or reconfirm, and importance. So in PCC level, or you ask, why is it important now? You really filter down. It's not about communication in general. Something happened maybe now that it become important. So the importance, why you narrow it down again, asking this question, super important. So we have T, we have I, and then next one, times M, measure of success. Can anyone guess what is measure of success? We hear it a lot. What is measure of success in coaching?
What success means for the client.
What success means in the client? And Mary, if you put it together with the topic, let's try with this example that I say. It is about communicate. I want to become better with communication with my manager. So
what will that look like? So not just what it means for them, but what will it look like? How will they know they've achieved? So having a curiosity around that as a coach, so you can understand more what they want to get out of the session.
Exactly. How would that look like for you? What do you want to get from that session? So if you don't know, so if am I looking for strategy? Am I looking for plan? Am I looking so awareness? So what make this specific session successful? What do I need to have in my hand? When I leave this session, I will feel, that was the best session I ever get. Kate say, how will you know when you have it? What will help it to be happen? What will it feel like? Super great questions, Kate. Thank you. And S. So for me to remember this, I always say the model of times. Start. One of the common mistake that coaches do is when you find the topic, I say, okay, then as a coach, I go to my own ideas. I want to solve a problem. I say, okay, now I know the topic. Let me, I go to my own filter, and based on my own knowledge, I went, okay, let's start with this. Should we explore this? So me as a coach, coming with suggestion, where should we start? And say, no. If you look at it, say, partner with the client to define what client believe that they have to start. They have tried many things. Maybe me as a client, I say, oh, this issue with my manager, I would like to start to explore why do I feel frustrated from the first. So don't go to your own filter and putting this call it like heavy coat of solving problem. We are not there to solve any problem. We are there to helping the client to find their own way. So partner with the client. So let's start. Give me some example. I think some people start. So based on what we just talked about, what question would you ask to put these topics, as we say, to put these times? Just give me some example of how should you start your session? What What come in your mind? And what do you do today? I can give you one hint.
Robbie is volunteering.
Robbie.
Yeah, I was going to say, asking the client, what do you care about today? What's important to you?
What's important for you? Thank you. And Baram, I see in the chat, so after introducing, so for that, say, think that, okay, it is your 4th session and you want to put the top to the pin for that session. So what question would you ask? Mary say, is there anything in the particular you want to focus on today? How can I help you today? So now we are in the bigger picture. How can I help you today? What do you want to focus today? Now try to narrow it down. I want to, as I said, I want to, let's start another example. I want to be better and taking care of myself. So I want to know how I can take better care of myself. What would be your next question? Thank you, Mary. What's specially about taking care of yourself? So it's open question that, okay, taking care of yourself, what is it? What's specific about that? How does it look like today? Great, so present situation, where are you today? Robbie.
What's meaningful for you about this topic today?
Great, great. You go about the who, identity, value, what is meaningful, like self-care. What is it? Why is it important? Thank you. What does better mean? Exactly. Super good, Richard. So is it like you want to get measure of success? We know the goal needs to be smart, specific, measurable. Where are you now? Are you in 1? Are you in 10? So what does that mean? Better, what better mean for you? Great, super good question. So I just put some example here. What part of this topic is important for you? Self-care. It's huge. Is it physical self-care, mental health care? Is it training? Is it food? Is it your relationship? Really narrow it down. We talk about it. What makes it successful? How do you know that you get this something in your hand that you're happy with? What do you think you need to start? This is just some example. Now we establish the agreement. Trust. Competency 4. Trust is, I would say, trust is foundation of all relationship. Doesn't matter. Really, is it coaching or if the trust is not there, there is not going to be like real deep relationship. And if you just look at the definition, I just put the definition, understand the client within their context. Again, it's about where, what we talk about. And including their identity, environment, experience. So if you look at a client from your own filter, the trust will not be there. Some years ago, I was listening to the file for mentoring, and the topic was about, it was a quite sensitive topic. It was about abortion. And the first thing coach said, is it not illegal? So the trust was completely gone. Because me as a coach, I look at it from my own lens, my own context. Tomorrow, I will have a session about cultural intelligence and coaching. Invite you to join if you have time. It's about really see the client about her context, his context, their beliefs, their values. And of course, let's see, it's about respect, support, empathy, acknowledgement. I don't need to agree. I don't need to have same value. But I respect and I understand. So if many times I see coach so focused and I want to get the best, and clients say, it's so much feeling, so much emotional, and you don't, as a coach, show that I heard that. I understand this is the issue for you. I understand this is something you're struggling with. Show your support, show your empathy or acknowledgement. Oh, I hear you have done this and this. Well done. Show it. In the ICE, we work a lot with strength-based coaching. So lots of things, it's about strength. It's about what we are good at resources, internal resources. Find the internal resources with your client. Active listening, my favorite. It's about what is being said and not said. Just for just control. Like, what is it what we say at not saying? What do we mean by that? So focus on what the client is and not saying.
Perhaps their body language, or where you see they may have reservations or in versing things a certain way.
Absolutely. Body language, you sense frustration, anything else? Could be assumption. It could be limiting belief. I hear something. I hear in between line. Client have some beliefs. So really hear that. And again, in that particular context.
In that particular context, check
So,
those beliefs with
yeah,
the client, because you could be
exactly.
wrong.
Exactly. So if we go here, normally we say active listening or listening in general are in 5 levels. And we want to go in level 1. So the normal conversation. How is the weather? How are you? What did you eat? What do you want to eat tonight? So it's about like the first level. Unfortunately, in general, lots of conversation today it's on level 1 or 2 in general. Level 3, this is what we want to go deeper. What do you think about this? Ideas. Level 4, you go to beliefs, you go to feeling. And level 5, there is really no filter. The trust is there, and I feel 100% not getting judgment. So I can be 100% myself, and coach will help me to go really, truly deep inside. And this is what we want to get in PCC, MCC, ACC, like as a coach in general. So we say the coach explores words, emotion, energy shift, and behavior. So when I said things that you hear, verbal or non-verbal, emotion. Can anyone say example about how you explore emotion? Any example of like emotions? Can add in the chat as well.
Well, maybe if a client says that they're very frustrated by something or somebody, as a coach, you might explore that further by in what ways that frustration appears for them, and do they see it in advance, or how does it manifest?
How does it manifest? Thank you.
And then how would they, what do they want to work around? Like, what is it about that frustration that they want to change? What do they want to move, in handling that better?
Absolutely. Richard say, what does that smile says?
Yeah.
Super nice. Puya says something changed in body language. You see, sometimes you see the client is thinking, looking up, or when talking about something, you see, really see the excitement in client. When I talk about my children, you could really see that, something, the energy level go up. Or when I talk about something other, so you see that, should I heard this? What happened there when you were talking about this thing? I could see that your body changed. So there are so many data. We as a coach, we want to extract data. There are so many data in non-verbal. Extract them, show it. And I heard this, I see this. What does that mean? Explore it more there. Super good. Super good. Thank you that you're engaging in the chat. And the words. This is super important. I think we had it in the chat when I talk about self-care. What self-care mean for you? Don't take it for granted that what self-care mean for me is same for you. What better mean for you is same for me. I want to never stay in the generic word. Make impact. Impact for me could be completely different from impact for you. Really, when you say, I want to do, ask the question, what does this mean for you? When you say strategy, what is the strategy means for you? When you say plan, what plan means for you? Makes sense so far? Just give a reaction that you are with me. Thank you. A virtual reaction. Thank you. And this is my favorite. Evoke awareness. As I said a bit in the beginning, in PCC level, client do the self-discovery. So it is not that specific topic. It's about I learn something about myself, about my situation, insight, belief. Thank you, Mary. So it is where the body, I love this, where the body, the soul, it's really, really, really get together. Mind, body, and soul. This is when you go to that. Sometimes I say it as I don't know if you have seen when people that do wave surfing, they wait for the best wave and then they jump on it. And where you find that specific moment by asking powerful question. giving observation, using the metaphor that client used. This, if you can really give awareness, this is where some new learning will come. Use this really powerful of silence. Don't be afraid. Don't feel stressed. Oh, I have to ask a question now. Give space, especially if you see that client thinking. Give space. Powerful question. So, powerful question get you from now to future. They are powerful. It's not just question of me as a coach, I want to know something. It's not about me. It's a question that help my client to get to new insight. So please, please, please be aware when you want to ask, is it a question for me because I am curious, or is it a question that clients help clients? So I got a new offer. Oh, can you tell me which company? What is the offer about? No, then it is about me. It's about me and as a coach. I don't help my client. So really ask a question that help client to get new perspective. Challenge client assumptions. An example, like if you have okay, I want to choose this, I get an offer about the job. I don't know if I want to get it or not. Just one question. If you have all money in the world, will you get that job or not? You really challenge, okay, is it about money or not? Again, open-ended question. Sometimes we ask like question that is yes or no, but it's more to clarify. But otherwise, it's a question that is about exploring. And really, they don't need to justify and go back. So let's do some exercise together. Question that gather information, question that hopefully learn to deepen learning. So an example, very, very common question that the coach asks. What have you tried so far? What can we ask instead of that? I open the chat again. Instead of asking, what have you tried so far? What has the result been so far? Thank you, Manish. Anyone else? It's really not right or wrong. It's just guess. What was your success history? Thank you, Baron.
What will help you get there?
What will help you get there? Super good question. What has worked in the past? What make you feel you need support on this? Thank you, Rachel. So you can ask, all of them are correct. Super good, powerful question. One, ask what you haven't tried. Because what you have tried, you have already tried. It doesn't add any new data, any new value. You can challenge what you haven't tried. Another example. What stops you? Like sometimes you what everything is there. What is she not doing this? And they say, what is it stop you? What can you ask instead? Of what you tried, things, what haven't worked. What happened if you had? Very good. Thank you, Kate. Ask this question. What would make easier for you? Oops. What would make it easier for you? It's a really good question. It's helping client to break it down and helping her to go to move forward. What do you mean? Sometimes we don't understand. What do you mean? I can put it. It's like, what are you not saying? You know, many times we sense there is something deeper. What is it you are not saying? What are you waiting for? This is good. What are you waiting for? What can we ask instead? Can you explain it for me? What is not stopping you? Very good. What will make you take action? Very good question. What's the next step? Great. Be different if you succeed. Super good question, Puya. So think that if you do it and you are successful, what difference you get? And this could be. Sorry?
If nothing was in your way, if there were no barriers ahead, what would you do?
What would you do? Super good. And the best question ever. More. Anything more. So this question, I would say this is one of the most powerful questions. Anything more? Anything else? And next one. Invite client. We don't give solution. We don't ask questions which are leading to something, because sometimes if I ask this, maybe client see this or do that. No, use this competency or this tool in our toolkit. Invitation. They share more about themselves. Some example. What have you learned so far about yourself, about your situation? Give them space that they really explore. What have you learned so far? Who can help you to start? Really go to the, we mentioned resources, internal resources, which are your strength, your past success story, and external resources. Who can help you? So, with what have been said now, so any idea now, so how you can build your PCC mindset? So now we talk about active listening, we talk about putting the pin agreement, we talk about invitation, we talk about powerful question. So, you know, all of the session, we are coaches, we wanted to have some concrete action with us. So anyone would like to say, okay, this is, I think, if I want to build my PCC mindset, where would you start? Focus on the who. Puya said. Puya, can you give an example for you?
maybe understanding that their values and what's behind their motivation for change.
Great, great. What is the behind the motivation? What drives them? Is it something that the coach really wants? Or is it something that parents want or society wants or a manager wants? Really the drive, the beliefs. We talk about how do we know it? Maybe we don't ask what are your value, but by digging more, what makes it important? How would you feel? We had it in the chat. So focus on the who. Anyone else that want to share? How would you focus on the who?
I would be looking at a client's motivations, you know, what really is beneath why they want to achieve what they want to achieve, or why they want to work on a certain situation, what's in it for them, what's
it?
intrinsic to their motivation.
Great. What is in it for them? Reva, can you open your microphone?
Yes. Can you hear
Yeah.
me?
Yeah?
Yeah.
So
what
how
I
would
would
you
say,
do that?
oh, pardon me, carry on.
How would you do?
I think I would center myself before the session and also think about who my client is and who they want to be, and then how does that align with my own who before I go into the session to serve them. And oftentimes we can there's so many different scenarios, there's so many ways that it could go, but how one thing is to be detached, but also to be involved at the same time. So who I am being matters and contributes as well to the session.
Great, great. You said such a nice word. Be involved, but detached at the same time. It's great, great. Thank you, Reva. And this
Thank
is
you.
really, I really want you to, after this session, think about what can I do today to be more present on PCC level? Think about it. You don't need to answer now, but think about it. And think really like, do I really rush to solve the problem? Or do I really want to evoke awareness, new learning? And which situation? We all have our blind spot. So try to really identify what is my blind spot for me, for Sarah, for Puya, for Mary. And from this week, how can I listen deeper? What can I do? We talk about words, we talk about emotions. How can I go even more deeper? And I just want to say, PCC is not just a credential, it's the shift. It's about who you become as a person. So Puya, I think I stop here. So as I said, we are coaches. We always want to get something with us. So now we already talk about it. But please open your microphone and say, what are the insight? What are the new learning for you today? I hope that it has been some learning. So what would be learning for you, and what would you change from, say, today, from your first client? I can stop sharing so I can see you. Anyone who would like to share with us?
would like to say that it definitely is a different mindset for the PCC level. That's what I've got out of it today.
Thank you, Larry. And what was the most clear thing when you say mindset? What was for you? What new mindset you think has been for NPCC level?
There was a question that you brought up that just really said it for me. Let me see if I can. I have some in my notes if I can find it. Let's see. Might take me just a minute, but
No
it was
worries.
a question that you asked. See, see. I can't seem to locate it, but it was a question that just took it deeper. It just took it deeper than typically I have done. I think so at the ACC level. I think it was something like, well, what would happen if you were to get this result? Something like that sort. What would happen? It just took it deeper. It was just a question, just dropped it down at a whole different level. And I'm
Thank
not
you.
sure. Yeah, that's what it was. But I don't know exactly. I can't tell you.
Thank you, Larry. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I really think as a coach, have I stayed on the what, or did I really go to who and where? And how can I go even more? Any questions? No? If there is no question, I don't know, Puya, if you have anything else.
Well, from my experience, like one of the things that I struggled with moving to PCC was again being stuck with the perception that what the client, the problem that they bring, I need to focus on that. And while they were describing the context of the issue, I would hear that there's something that's in the background of that that seems to be that's instigating the whole session. But I wouldn't go to it immediately. I would just say, okay, well, they didn't mention that. I picked it up, but they didn't mention it. They mentioned this, so I'm going to focus on this for the session. They would say, okay, this is what I want for the session. I would notice this thing, kind of like this elephant in the room that, but I wouldn't ask the question that, okay, this is what I heard, and give them the opportunity to maybe change and focus on that. I wouldn't mention it. And I know that in the mentoring that I've had with you, you always pointed to that, like why didn't you mention that and give them that opportunity, so that and I think that's one of the things that that this was a mindset shift for me, is to first of all trust my instinct, just listen more carefully, and when I be more perceptive, and when I pick up on something like that, to bring it up.
Thank you, Puya. Puya mentioned we have in our toolkits, we have one super, super, super powerful, like a huge machine, which called observation. When you hear observation, what comes to your mind? Anyone, just put in the chat. I see some old students as well. When you hear observation, what comes to your mind? It is, and we have it in the competencies as well, and ICF use exactly the word observation.
Riva is saying not making assumptions. Larry is saying noticing.
And this is exactly what Puya saying. I sense something, I feel something. I'm not sure if it is correct, but I feel there is something. But many times we as a coach, because giving observation, it is risky. You don't want to lead, you don't want to be, but ask client for permission. May I share observation with you? So you create the scene and you ask them. If they say yes, this is what I sensed, this is what I felt, there was something in between. And we share it without having out, I am 100% right. No, this is what I felt. And either clients say, yeah, that's it. That is it. Or say, no, this is not it. Okay, if it is not, sorry. But use that. I know it is risky. I know it's required a bit, as you say, like be confident, but use that. Use this. Great. Now, I hope that we can see you soon in our sessions. If you have a mentoring, if you want wherever you are in your journey. So I would really love to see you, help you to become a better coach. And yeah, you will know where you find that.